Hey members, happy Wednesday. So for today's edition of Weighted Wednesday, you will need one of your elastic bands available at the fitness center if you do not already have one. And what we're gonna do is take this and we're gonna tie it into a loop. So now you've got your loop, you're gonna put your feet in here. And we're gonna start with an exercise that is great for developing your gluteus medius, so the middle glute muscle out of the three major glute muscles that we have. You're gonna put it right above your knees. You're gonna squeeze your heels together, and then from here, you're just gonna push that knee up nice and slowly, okay? Now immediately, if I keep my hips stacked and I keep my heels pinched together, I immediately feel it where I'm supposed to be feeling it, right? So push that knee all the way up and then slowly on the way down. And you want to repeat this for 10 to 12 reps on each side. This is a really good warm-up. This is an underused muscle in some people, according to industry professionals. So after this, you're going to switch, do the same thing on the other side for another 10 to 12 reps. Okay, you're going to keep that loop on and you're going to stand up for the next exercise, which are lateral walks. All right, so for lateral walks, we're going to be doing exactly what the exercise sounds like. We're gonna make our feet both face forward, kind of like a pause button. We're gonna squat down into an athletic stance. From here, you're gonna keep your toes facing the same direction, and you're just gonna slightly step forward and backward, right? So off to the side, off to the side. Now, when you're doing the lateral walks, you wanna make sure you're staying planted and making decisive movements, right? You don't wanna lean back and then shift your weight like that, right? You want to use the muscles that we just activated over there on the clamshell exercise to move your leg out to the side, right? Boom, back, boom, back. And if you don't have a whole hallway, that's fine. You can just go here, one step off to the right, one step off to the left, one step off to the right, one step on the left, so on and so forth, okay? So after that, we're gonna unloop this band and get you to the next exercise, which are going to be squats. So what we're gonna do next is you're gonna stand on your band. Stand about shoulder width apart, okay? Now, when you have a band, you wanna be careful to keep it away from any gravel, sand, anything like that. I prefer to be doing my band workouts in socks, but since we're in the fitness center, we're trying to keep it as sanitary as possible. So I'm gonna keep the band at my sides. I'm gonna squat down slowly, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Okay, now if this band is hard for you to get up here normally, what you can do is get to the bottom of the movement, wrap your elbows in, and then stand up, okay, right? So now the tension is on my legs and not on my arms. So after you do 10 to 12 squats, we can go ahead and get out of the band, and we're going to use it for lunges now. Okay, so for the lunges, it's the same idea, except one leg at a time. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap my elbows in since there's less tension on the feet. I'm gonna lunge forward, tap my knee, drive my heel away, pressing away from my body, locking that leg out fully, okay? So after you do 10 to 12 reps, we're gonna finish off with a good morning, and we're gonna send you on your way to complete this workout. So a good morning is just a hip hinge, also known as, some people might call it a deadlift. They're very similar exercises. I would try to do a deadlift if possible, but we're gonna see where you feel it. If you feel it in your lower back, it's probably technically a good morning, but we're gonna go here, shift your hips back, bend your knees, stretch the hamstrings, drive your heels all the way through the ground and stand up, okay? So again, if you want more tension, just bring the bands up here. A strict good morning would be where you keep your hips back like this, and you're just standing up through your lower back, okay? I personally prefer the deadlifts because it's a little bit more of a full body exercise. If you have any questions about using bands in your workout or any of the names of these exercises, feel free to give me a shout on my email, joelbaker@philadelphiacc.net, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.